is Allah, and He's the one who deserves to be worshipped. And these people, they don't actually negate this. They don't negate the fact that Allah is the creator of everything. Rather, they affirm this, because as Allah says, they affirm that Allah is the creator and that He's the one who created, because as Allah says in the Quran, وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَهُمْ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهُ. If you were to ask them who created them, they will surely say Allah. They will surely say Allah. So then, after saying الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ, Allah then says لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Meaning, in order that you may have taqwa. So after mentioning that Allah, He is the creator of you, and the creator of that which is before you, because Allah says, الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ, the one who created you and those who came before you. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, in order that you may have taqwa. So Allah has mentioned meaning that since you have been reminded in this verse that Allah is the creator, He's the creator of you and the creator of those who came before you, then perhaps you might remember, in order that you may remember and recall and remember Allah, and that for this reason Allah created you for the taqwa, meaning to have taqwa of Him, so that as a result of this, that you worship Him and that you fear His punishment, and so on and so forth. So this is the general meaning. When Allah says لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, in order that you may fear, Allah has reminded you just before this that He created you and those who came before you, and this is the reminder in order that you may remember and to realize that He created you for the taqwa of Allah, so that you worship Him and that you fear His punishment. And there is nothing which saves from the punishment of Allah except the worship of Allah. Except the worship of Allah. And that's why He created you for it. He created you, He's the one who created you, and He created for you all of the benefits which you use, which you can use and which you can employ in order to aid you in worshipping Him alone. And He created you, and He created all of these things for you. You are not the ones who created these things. Everything that you have, everything that you use, all of this has been created by Allah for you. And that's to help to aid you upon His worship. And you are not the creators of anything. You do not create anything for yourselves. You are not the ones who made the seed, planted the seeds, and you're not the ones who revealed the rain, and you're not the ones who created the earth and who made it as a means of growing the seeds and the plant and the herbage and so forth, making it fit for that. You're not the ones who created the heaven, and you're not the ones who made it a canopy for the earth or for the world. All of these contain the affairs of benefit for the servants, and you didn't create any of that. Right? So this is the meaning coming across from the verse, as Allah says, الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. And then Allah clarifies and He says, Allah continues again in the verse, الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فِرَاشًا. Right? So here Allah establishes that Allah created the earth and made the earth for you as something that's open and spread out, meaning something that you can sit upon and sleep upon and reside upon and walk upon and so on and so forth, and you are buried therein, you are buried within it, and then you will be resurrected out from it. Right? So Allah has made the earth like this for the people, like a firash, like something that's spread out. As Allah says in another ayah, مِنْهَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ وَفِيهَا نُعِيدُكُمْ وَمِنْهَا نُخْرِجُكُمْ تَارَةً أُخْرَى. From it we created you, and to it shall we return you, and from it shall we take you out a second time, another time. And in another verse Allah says, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا. Did we not make the earth as something which is like an opened out expanse, something that's opened out and stretched out, And so in these verses, or in this part of the verse, الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فِرَاشًا, in this ayah, the Shaykh continues and says that this earth, this expansive and vast earth, Allah has established it, and Allah has likewise put therein mountains as pegs, so that it doesn't move with the people. It doesn't shake and move. So the earth is actually stabilized. The earth is stabilized. And then Allah continues and He says, so after mentioning the earth, الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فِرَاشًا, then He says, وَالسَّمَاءَ بِنَاءً, and the heaven as a canopy, meaning as a ceiling, because the heaven is above the earth, and Allah made the heaven, Allah placed in the heaven the sun and the stars and the moon, and all of these contain affairs of benefit for the servants. And likewise Allah protected the heaven from the shayateen, and that's why Allah said in another verse, وَجَعَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ سَقْفًا مَحْفُوظًا, وَجَعَلْنَا السَّمَاءَ سَقْفًا مَحْفُوظًا, that we made the heaven as a saqaf, meaning like a ceiling that is protective. And Allah says, then Allah continues, وَأَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً, Allah revealed, or Allah sent down from the sky water, and this rain, and this is water, this is rain. And the heaven, but when Allah says min as-sama, Allah is referring here to the clouds, as-sahab, because the Shaykh says when we speak of the word as-sama, it can have two meanings. It can mean generally, as-sama, it can just generally mean ulu and irtifa, meaning that which is raised and above, and something which is high. So therefore everything which is raised and above, it can be said about it sama'un, sama, it is sama, right? Just with a general meaning of being elevated and high and raised. This is one of the meanings, or one of the things to which the word as-sama is applied to. And the other meaning is as-samawat al-mabniya, meaning those heavens which are actually created and constructed, which are the seven heavens. Right? So the word as-sama can mean two things. Just generally anything which is elevated and high and raised, or it can mean the actual heavens amongst the seven heavens. Then Allah says, continues, وَأَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً, so we sent down from the sky water, مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ رِزْقًا لَكُمْ, from the fruits that are a sustenance for you. So this water, this rain, which is water, it is just water, and by way of it, Allah is able to take out fruits and bring fruits, different types of fruits, a variety of different types of fruits. So just from water, a single entity water, and just from the soil, from a single soil, Allah is able to bring out so many different types of fruits. And many different types and categories, and their fruits vary, the food from it varies, the color varies, their fragrance varies. So who is the one who basically made all of this arrangement and this organization and this creation in this skillful manner? Who is the one who did that? It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, rizqan lakum, as sustenance for you, that you eat from it. And it's a means of that you take, that you eat from it, and it's a means of strength for you. And you take many fruits, a variety of different types of fruits. Who is the one who brought all of these into existence? Who is the one who brought all of these things into existence? And the answer is, obviously it is Allah. The Shaykh says that we find that all of these fruits, under this general category of fruit, there are so many different types that even no one can comprehend them and enumerate them except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, all of the things that come out, that Allah brings and creates with the water and the soil, there are so many different diverse types that nobody can actually enumerate them except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So after mentioning all of these things, then, after mentioning, after Allah says, after commanding, Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu rabbakum, then Allah mentions, Alladhi khalaqakum walladhina min qablikum, the one who created you and those who came before you. So this negates the worship of anything that does not create, which is everything besides Allah. And then Allah says, لَأَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ, reminding the people for the purpose of their creation, and that everything that they have that has been created for them is a means to help them towards the end. And then after Allah said, الَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ فِرَاشًا, that Allah made the earth as a vast expanse, something that's spread out upon which they reside and live and are born and are buried and walk and whatever. And after mentioning the heaven,